Hello everyone, welcome to another edition with Studio with Ice. First of all, I want to say thank you to all those who liked, shared and commented on my last video. Believe me, I never take that for granted. Thank you very much and God bless you. And so I've decided that before I introduce any topic, I would like to say something about myself or something that has happened to me that I feel like it's funny or it's serious or you can learn from. So today I'm talking about my experience traveling the first time out of Cameroon. So it was August, and I left Cameroon flying through France to Germany. And you know, when you're leaving Africa, there's always a perception that you don't have enough African food abroad. So being a typical African who loves African food all the time and a lover of beans, black beans to be precise, I took my my affaire. I took of some food, crayfish, egusi, dry fish, and obviously some black beans. My sister makes fun of me today that there's black beans everywhere abroad. I don't know where you were going to with black beans. I'm like, okay, you didn't tell me that when I was traveling. So I wrapped my black beans carefully in a plastic bag and locked that in my suitcase. And I took a flight. So I landed in Düsseldorf, at the Düsseldorf airport, and I didn't put a lock on my suitcase. So once I arrived, I went to the baggage claim. I just pulled my box to note I've misplaced one of my suitcases at the airport. So I took my suitcase, the two suitcases I had. So I was pulling them along the airport and I heard this girl shouting behind me, "Dino Bono, Dino Bono." I'm like, I turned and I looked at her. I'm like, she's not talking to me. And just for information, when I was leaving Cameroon, I didn't speak any German. So I spoke just Akom, Lamso, Pidgin, and French. So I arrived at the airport. I was supposed to meet my sister there at the arrivals. I didn't find, for some reason, we missed each other. So I went up to this guy and like, mindful, the girl was still shouting behind me. That was a very good German. I don't know if she was German, but she was saying Dino Bono, Dino Bono, which translates into your beans. So the plastic in which I wrapped my beans in had opened and the zip on my suitcase had opened. So ultimately, I was pulling my box and drawing a long line along the airport with some black beans from Africa, from Cameroon. So I walked up to this guy. I missed my sister. I walked up to the first guy. I think the guy was Turkish. And he was like, "Do you speak any German, English?" She said no. I'm like, "Do you speak any French?" She said no. I'm like, he wasn't saying no because he didn't understand what I was saying. So he was just like nodding. He said, kinda. Okay. So now I was being very strategic. So I was looking for the first black person. I was just looking for the first black person because I thought a black person in Germany must be speaking French or English, which is not true. There are black people in Germany who don't speak any English or French. They're black Germans. So I walked up to this guy. Fortunately, he spoke some English. So I'm like, "Hello, sir. I missed my sister. I just got here. If you don't mind, can I use your phone to make a call?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, sure." So I called my sister and she met me there. And I told her, "Oh, on my way here, I heard this girl shouting, 'Dino Bono, Dino Bono.'" And she said, "That means your beans." I'm like, "What? What beans?" She said, and we turned and we looked around. There was a long line of beans right behind me. So by the time I got home, I had no black beans. But do you know what I discovered? There was black beans in Germany. And there's still black beans here. So if you're traveling to Germany or to the US or anywhere, at least I can talk about the US and Germany, you have black beans there. That's it. Okay, today I'm talking about something that we should be practicing, that is gratitude. And I believe that the most powerful, I say this out of experience, for me, the most powerful feeling I get, which makes me really happy and less stress, is when I'm grateful for certain things. And I know that's not something that we practice often. If you're doing it, keep up. If you're not, try to be grateful for the things that you have. First of all, I'm talking about this because a friend sent me a challenge at the beginning of this month to say, and she told me, Ice, for 30 days, let's do this challenge and let's be grateful for the little things in our lives. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. Because for the past 2 years, I have decided to be grateful for the things that are happening around me, because at a certain point in my life, I was very focused on achieving the goal and the dream. I had no patience for anything. I was not the past 4 years or so, I had no iota of tolerance in me. And I became very patient, and I have been less stressed, and I tolerate more. And I look at life like the things I can't control, they are not my problem. I do just what I can, and the rest, God will take care of it. So for the past 30 days, I've been thankful for my life, for the fact that I get up from bed every day alive, for the fact that I'm healthy, for the fact that I have food and water, for the fact that I have family, a support system, for my lovely friends, for my colleagues and all these other people in my life. I've been thankful for all these things. And I tell you and I bet you, for the past 30 days, I've never been this fulfilled. I've never felt so happy and not stressed about the little things, but recognize the little things that I can be grateful about. And for that, I felt like I should share this with the people that listen to me. And I just want to tell you that I understand that we all experience hardship. It's not like for these past 30 days, I haven't experienced some things that I wanted them to go the other way. No, but I just looked at them and like, oh, what can I pick from that moment that I don't really like? Okay. I decided to take the good part and toss the other one in the garbage. That is how I've lived for the past 30 days. And that is how I hope I can live for the rest of my life. I really hope. It's tough, but it's a challenge that we should be able to catch ourselves and say, oh, in as much as I wanted this job, I didn't get it. It's okay. I'll get the next one. But what have I learned from the process of not getting this job? Right? In as much as I was in this relationship and it didn't work, it's unfortunate. But what have I learned coming out from this toxic relationship? Oh, it might not be toxic. Sometimes it's just not working, right? So I'm trying to pick out the good stuff and be grateful about it. The things that we often take for granted, that is what I want to be grateful for. Or that is what I have been grateful for the past 30 days. And I know that we are going through a lot right now in the world. People are sick. People are losing their jobs. Kids are at home. You're struggling to juggle all these things, and it's not just working. In that moment, pick out the good stuff. I know I was talking to somebody this morning and it's like, it's easy just to say it. No, I know it's not easy, because you know what? I have been there. I had to go through therapy to accept the fact that I have to be happy. I have to be grateful. I was depressed. I went to therapy and I came out a better person. I know it is tough. And the first stage of every situation is acceptance. This first stage of solving any problem, rather, is acceptance that, you know what, there is a problem here. How do I handle it? And it's unfortunate that sometimes the people around us don't even recognize that when you try to express your struggle, they don't even recognize because they are not going through the same thing, right? So I don't blame them because they are not going through what you're going through. So in that state of adversity, pick out the good stuff. That is what helped me out. When I thought I was hitting rock bottom, I'm like, this is going down. I told myself, I need to act. I need to act. First of all, I told myself, when I get angry, I don't talk. If I know what I'm going to say is going to hurt people, I don't talk, because when I hurt people, I hurt myself. So let's pick out the good part of our adversities. Let's recognize and acknowledge those little things. 2 months ago, I was driving to work. I had an accident. In a split of a second, I saw my life ending. Excuse me, I came back home. I called my family. I was crying on the phone. I'm like, I'm so grateful. I don't need anything now. I just want to breathe. My car, I don't know how I came out. That was the second accident in my life. But when I was explaining it to people, they were like, oh, it's just a minor accident. But I was there. I saw what happened. I saw what could have happened. And at that moment, I called my family member. I'm like, God, I just want to breathe. I just want a second chance. After the accident, then came coronavirus. And with this fear around the world, I'm like, just get me and my family members out of this. We just want to live. We don't want anything more. So I understand the pain. I understand the fear. I'm not saying my pain is equal to yours, but I'm just saying that I have experienced some pain. I have seen some things that I don't ever want to see again. So be grateful. In the bubble of that moment, when I was sick with coronavirus, I bonded with my family better. I played with the kids. I cracked jokes with my sister. I called my sisters. I bonded. I made new friends. I tell you, while I was sick with the virus, for those 3 or 1 month that I was at home, I built a good relationship with a friend because we talked almost every day. I created friendships with people that I thought were acquaintances. We listened to each other. We understood each other. We responded honestly to each other. But I was scared. But then something good came out of me, and that is the part I recognize. That is the part I am grateful for. So I care about what you're going through, but I'm encouraging you to pick out the good stuff. Don't go for the weed, go for the plants. Don't go for the weed, because the weed is a problem. But the lesson you learn in that process is the plants you harvest. That is what you should be going for. Every day is a miracle in our lives, but we wait for miracles and we don't recognize the miracles that are happening every day. I always tell people, I don't have all I want. Really, I want so many things. But you know what? I have all I need, and with that, I'm happy. I'm not going around laughing and playing because I have all I want. No. It's because I have all I need, and I know with that, I can take me to where I want to be. And because I'm grateful, I've created this space of enough, this space of contentment, this space of Be happy with what you want. I don't envy nobody. I am not jealous of anything, but I admire people and I appreciate them. And I ask questions. How did you do it? How can you help me? And with that, I grow better. So I'm trying to motivate you. I'm trying to encourage you. I'm trying to tell you my experience so you can use it. Because you see people happy all the time, it doesn't mean that they have all they want. It's just because they have decided that, you know what, I'm happy with what I have. I'm grateful for this moment. Because it's not about the moment, it's the opportunity in that bubble of a moment. In the moment, rather. That is what I'm grateful for. That is what I am grateful for. Believe me, I tell people, I don't have anything. What prayers will not bring you, praising will bring. What begging will not bring to you, thanking is going to give you. And when you say thank you, mean it. When you say, oh, I'm grateful for this, mean it. So I asked a couple of friends. I sent a message to about 100+ people. Some of you watching me, you've received my message, and if I was pleading or requesting that you send me a video saying thank you. And over 30+ people sent me the video or their video saying thank you in different languages. My friends from Morocco, Ethiopia, Pakistan, Belgium, Germany, Kenya, Nigeria, they sent me videos saying thank you in different languages. My friends from Bansor, Cambe, and all the villages in Cameroon that I have friends from, they sent videos saying thank you. And I want to say to you all that sent those videos that I am super grateful. Because when I watched your videos, I didn't just look at it and like, oh, it's nice enough. Oh, the makeup was good. Oh, no. I looked at you and I saw somebody who is appreciative of who they are and of what they have. So thank you very much. I'm super grateful.
አመሰግናለሁ።
Very well, gracias.
Mia.
Kante.
Very well.
Thank you. Sheshe.
Mia. Esoko.
Do.
Mia.
Very well.
Gabonga Ngankulu.
Agamia.
Kamsamida.
Asante sana.
Very well.
Thank you so much. Jerejef.
Berewo.
Shukran.
Thank you.
Mfanji Kanjamu.
Mavunga.
Very well. Njika.
Merci.
Mia.
Shukran.
Thank you.
Merci.
Merhaba. Çok teşekkür ederim.
Mia.
Akiba Abui.
Mia.
Mia Kamzuma.
Very well.
Arigato gozaimashita.
Mana Amiaka.
Dankeschön.
Asante.
Thank you.
Medase.
Matondo.
Thank you.
Mia.
Pero.
Mia.
God bless you all. Thanks for watching. Share, like, and comment on my video. It's always a pleasure to come talk to you. You've been talking with and watching Studio with Eyes. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.